Thank you, Cook. Appreciate it. Our next speaker is a former outstanding linebacker from LSU and, of course, from New Iberia as well. He served in athletic administration at his alma mater since 2001. He was named to the post of Deputy Director of Athletics in 2016. He supervises football operations, scheduling, and management while overseeing track and field, among other duties. Of course, LSU with BYU 27-0 right here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome this past Saturday night, and they will host Chattanooga this Saturday at 6:30 at home at Tiger Stadium. Please give a warm Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club welcome to Verge Ausberry of LSU. Verge.
Thanks. First, let me start off by saying thanks to the City of New Orleans this weekend. SMG, Superdome, the Conventions and Visit Bureau of New Orleans, the Saints, the Sugar Bowl. Those guys did a great job of helping us move a football game in 4 days. People know how hard it is to schedule these games, and to get them on the docket is very difficult. Also, our prayers go out to our neighboring state here, Texas, and parts of South and East Louisiana who had some flooding. But it was a good way to move the game. It was a good start for us. Good opponent, we felt, with BYU. BYU wasn't the fastest, the quickest team. They're a very, very disciplined football team. Played very good football up front, very good front seven. We started off in this football game, we played 19 freshmen this game. 5 freshmen started for us. Going to our first college game, they performed very well. We had about 11 guys didn't play, starting our best player, Adrian Key. He sat out this football game with a shoulder injury, and we got some linemen out with some injuries. Overall, Edlin threw the ball, 17 passes, 14 completions. We had 9 different people touch the ball. One thing we wanted to do in this game is see we had control of the game, control of the line of scrimmage. People say, well, it wasn't an explosive offense that you've seen the calendar running forward. Try to keep it basic. We ran about 5 plays at about 15 different formations. We primarily going to run the ball. We had 2 backs. Darius guys had 122 yards, and our running back had 95 yards. And that's what we wanted to do. Control the ball, run the ball, come out of the game with no injuries, and prepare for the rest of the year. This year, we've got University of Tennessee Chattanooga, playing them at home, starting at 6:30 in Baton Rouge. Should be another good game to get our young people repetition. One thing Coach O and I talked about after the game that we were proud to see was that we put these guys in situations. A lot of young players are playing situations, and there's some mistakes that we can correct. And that's what we wanted to happen. We wanted to be a perfect game where we score 50 points and everybody think they're better than what they really are. So each week will be a challenge, especially for the young players we have, mixing with the older guys who are coming in on the team already. One thing we did, we look at defense. We held a team to under 100 yards, 5 yards minus in rushing. They didn't cross the 50-yard line. That's the same thing we did the last time we played in the Superdome. So we got to match that up. People remember that game against Alabama we played there. So we held a team to pass the 50-yard line in the Superdome. But overall, we have 2 great coordinators, Calendar and Aranda, a great coaching staff. It was impressive to see some of the young guys. In fact, I didn't really know some of these kids' names when they put in the game. Step up and play on the big stage the way they did. As you remember, you're looking at a team like BYU, that's not the normal college student. Those years they play as freshmen, they leave for 2 years and do mission trips and they come back. So a lot of older guys on the team across the line. But overall, Coach O was very happy with the outcome, the performance of the young guys. We started a freshman at offensive guard. This league, Power 5 conference, is very difficult. The young man played well. Young man from New Orleans originally, came from Dallas, that was dealt with the free safety, number 9. This guy here is going to be All-American for us, LSU. A very, very good football game. You see those many young kids that perform the way they perform, and the team we have, we're very, very happy. I'm open up for any questions.
The suspension last week, are these people going to be playing Saturday night?
About 9 of the 10 that was on suspension should be back for the game, yes.
I know you've been trying to schedule an LSU game in the Superdome, and I know this isn't the way you wanted it to happen, but is that still a goal of yours to have another LSU game in the Superdome in the future?
Yes, definitely looking at that. Looking in the year, probably 2022. That's how far we're scheduling out to 2030 right now. But 2022, looking at that game, and we know it's going to be one game here or a neutral site game here, another neutral site game somewhere else. We're talking to a few teams to help with the Sugar Bowl. We're working on that process. But we schedule games within our footprint. Tiger Stadium is first and foremost. There's some great home and homes in the University of Texas and UCLA. We're also going to have some games at neutral sites. Next year, we're going to open up Dallas and Miami. Our footprint is Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, and New Orleans. That's our footprint where we do neutral site games. Now, we might do like we did a couple of years ago. We did with Wisconsin, one game in Houston and one game in Green Bay. But those 4 cities is where we definitely have to play our games.
Hey, Verge, can you talk about Darrell Williams and what the weight loss has done for him? He looked like an NFL runner on Saturday night, and do you think he's maybe one of the most improved players on the entire team?
Yes, I do. Darrell, John Eric kid here from New Orleans, played very well. Darrell lost about 25 to 30 pounds in the offseason. One thing that we thought he was getting earlier in his career was too heavy, and he took it upon himself to change his diet. He worked out with Tommy Moffitt, strength coach, and our nutritionist to get his weight down, which is important. You saw the way he moved on the night, his cuts. He didn't have that a couple of years ago. Everybody forget he was a very, very good running back. He led the state in rushing the year Leonard Fournette came out. So he was very capable back. We had a lot of confidence in that guy playing for us, and we need him. We need him as a senior leadership on the team. He's very important to our program. But the weight loss helped him a lot. He's out to carry the load. He and Darius guys to carry the load together. We got 95 yards, 5 yards from 100 yards, and a touchdown today. So very important to us. Any other questions?
Any others?
Thank y'all very
Thank you,
much.
Verge.